Hey, it's Michael Saul with the Stock Market Trading Watch List for Friday, December 9th, 2011. So it's going to be short and sweet tonight because I'm just going to look at the indexes here. I don't want to look at individual stocks right now. The European Union Summit is in full swing, or I don't know, half swing, whatever you want to call it. And there's probably going to be some more volatility. I want to let this week finish up, and then I'll take a look at the market and some individual stocks over the weekend. So the S&P 500 has started the pullback here, already into the 20 EMA. You got the 38% retracement right here coming up at around 12.25, and then below that you have the 50-day moving average and then the 50% retracement. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at for potential support. Now, just because we got the initial range expansion down does not mean, okay, now we're going to pull back deep. I mean, as long as we hold this candle, and yes, I know this isn't a true candle, it has a gap in it, but this is the range of that day, including the gap. So as long as we hold that, okay, as long as it doesn't get offset, I'm still leaning to the long side, okay? I want to see how support holds. If we go through the moving averages with some volume and with some oomph, okay, then we could possibly offset that and, retest the 78.6% retracement of this swing. And if we do that and that folds, well, then there's a good chance that we break this low as well. So that's what I'm looking at for the downside. But right now, I'm still leaning to the bullish side of things. Yeah, I'm still giving the bulls the benefit of the doubt, but I'm not going to give them much here, right? Just like I was saying in the video yesterday, that the sentiment is optimistic, looks positive, but that doesn't mean anything. Well, it's the same thing here. Just because I'm leaning to the long side here, it's irrelevant, okay? If the market action says, no, okay, we're going lower, my opinion doesn't matter. And I mean, if you think your opinion matters in the market, I mean, really, I don't mean to laugh about it, but I mean, really, you have nothing to say about the market. And I don't, if you've taken this personal, that's great, because I'm saying it personal too, okay? I have nothing to say about where this market is going to move, all right? So, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody's listening to this that manages a few billion, and maybe they could move the market on the very short term, or individual stocks at least on the very short term. But for the most part, right, for the trader who's doing this with their own account, or even with several $1,000,000, or a small fund, I mean, the market does not bow to you. You have to, be humble to the market. So, that's the point I'm trying to make, is that, yeah, okay, I think we're going to go up, but I want to see proof of that. I want to see support hold. I want to see us pivot off of that, and I want to see us get a nice bounce with volume and breadth. Here's the NASDAQ 100. Now the NASDAQ 100 down 1.6%, back into this web of moving averages here. All right, here's the Russell. Okay, back to the moving averages as well. The thing I want to show you, what I noticed, is the AD line. Okay, this is the advances minus decliners. And you can see here we have a small divergence here. That this was a pretty ugly day on the S&P 500, and yet the advanced decline line, the broad measure of the advanced decline line, the NIC advanced decline line, it actually diverged to previous lows. Now, this is more of a larger timing indicator, and I like to use moving averages of the AD line to watch for cycles, but this is something that definitely caught my interest today when looking at things. So it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, of course, I always look for timing indicators as a possible way to make decisions, but you still have to get the confirmation. Okay, I mean, that divergence can be broken, obviously, if we're going to get hit down really hard. Okay, you see the semiconductors pulling back, the banks pulling back to the moving averages. I mean, so I'm just going to go through these quick, and everything's pulling back. Here's gold, also had a down day, sitting on the 50-day moving average. This is GLD. Here's SLV, which is the way I like to look at silver. All right, you can see here it held this lower channel line, which I had mentioned in the last couple of videos, that are going to, it's going to be some resistance here unless we get back inside it. So SLV still looks low. I still think it tests this low at a minimum. So that's really it. I mean, see what happens with over there with the European Union summit. I mean, the euro here looks not doing much so far. I'm doing this at 11:30, but no use in really going through a lot of individual stocks. I am watching Friday for two-way trading action early on. So whichever way we gap, if we do gap, I'll be watching for a fade, and then I'll be watching to fade the fade, actually, at least in the morning, and then see if something sets up consolidation-wise. But I'll talk more about that in the S&P video, which I'm going to do tomorrow morning before the market, after we see what happens overnight here, or at least overnight here in the States. All right? So that's it. I will talk to everybody again over the weekend. Have a great trading day Friday and a great weekend as well.